Quick question. Have any of you ever thought about making a pact with an evil demon lord so you get a really cool gun? No one. Really? Come on, there's gotta be someone. Just me. Well, I f***ed around and now you guys are gonna find out how I made Percys Pepperbox.
For those of you who have watched my previous videos, you all know how this project got started. But for all you newbies out there, I went out, I found a file on the internet, I sliced it up, and then sent it to my 3D printers to kick this whole thing off. Now, the long and tedious process of sanding, priming, sanding again, filling in more seam lines, and finally, one last round of sanding begins. The resin printer parts were really quick and really simple to sand. The PLA parts, however, well, that's a whole epic journey. Fortunately, for all you watching at home, through the magic of video editing, you don't have to be tortured by watching me sand for over 16 hours and waste my life away. Katora so graciously condensed it down somewhere around a minute. Painting process was simple. The gold parts got painted gold, the steel parts got painted steel. The gold parts also got an application of Grecian gold rub and buff to add more of a worn, tarnished look. The handle, I did have to get a little crafty with. To simulate a wood grain, I layered 2 different shades of brown with a light tanny yellow kind of color sandwiched in between. I also used a chip brush so I'd have very rough brush strokes. For the steel parts, I initially wanted to continue on with the graphite polished into high gloss black kick that I've been on recently, but I felt that would be too shiny. I still use graphite though. I mean, I bought a 5-pound bag. I'm going to use this any chance I get. I started with a matte nickel, mainly because that's what I had in hand and I wasn't going to go to the store. Then I reached for my trusty graphite powder and polished it into the nickel. And something magical happened. Not only did it shine up the edges and highlights, but also darken the nickel. It gave the parts a cold cast metal vibe. It really added a new dimension to the finish of this gun. The only weathering was the edges of the gold parts. Got a bit of gold oil brusher to help pull those highlights out. Once the painting was done, the handle got 2 coats of a semi-gloss varnish, and the steel and gold parts got a couple coats of a semi-gloss polyacrylic clear coat. After hours of sanding and painting, it is finally time to assemble this thing. For the smaller parts, I used super glue. Tolerances for these parts was super tight, so as you can see here, I had to do a lot of sanding and shaping to help fit them into place. With the smaller detail pieces in place, the last step was to connect the handle to the barrel. For this, I used JB Weld along with another piece of steel rod. Again, for strength and to add some weight. I wanted to make sure that this prop felt heavy when you held it in your hands.
And that brings another fun 3D printing project to a close. I guess all I left to say is like, subscribe, hit the bell, all that fun every YouTuber tells you to do.
Now see you all in the next video.